Hello everybody, today back in another video. Oh boy, my Tesla's Honor World. We have the blockbuster semi-final set on Friday between Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz, the two new superstars of tennis, we have the big three, Federer, Nadal and Djokovic. Now we have the big two in Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz. If the big three are almost gone, all three of them. Federer is already gone, he's retired. Nadal is almost retired. Djokovic is not far away from retiring. He will not be around for many years to come, that's for sure. I don't think Djokovic has many years left on the tour. Who will be taking over tennis? Who will be winning majors? Who will be fighting for the biggest tennis trophies in tennis? It will be Alcaraz and it will be Sinner, baby. Yeah, those are the players who will fight for those biggest tennis titles. You can see that already with Alcaraz is already a two-time Grand Slam champion, despite being so young with 21 years of age. Jannik Sinner, he has been a beast since US Open last year and barely has lost matches in 8-9 months since US Open last year, and just recently won his first Grand Slam title a couple of months ago in Australia, and now he's trying to win his second consecutive Grand Slam title in the same calendar year, and he's 2 matches away in doing that, Jannik Sinner. And not to forget, he will be the new world #1 on Monday, the first ever Italian player to be a new world #1 on the men's side. So Jannik Sinner is really he has developed as a player tremendously in the last 8-9 months. He has improved his serve. He has improved his shot tolerance. He has improved his decision making. He has improved his net approaches. You name it, baby. He's become a complete player. And who wins the Grand Slams? Who wins the Grand Slams? Only great players win Grand Slams. Regular players, average players, good players, they win all other tournaments. Not all other tournaments, because regular players cannot win Masters, but my point is that only great players win the Grand Slams, and both Alcaraz and Sinner, they are great players. You know why? Because they are Grand Slam champions already. And what makes this rivalry so exciting is that they are almost similar age. There are only 2 years between them. Alcaraz is 21 years old of age. Sinner is 23 years old of age. It's not like Nadal and Federer, where Federer was 5 years older than Nadal, or like Federer and Djokovic, where Federer was 6 years older than Djokovic. Alcaraz and Sinner reminds me more like Nadal and Djokovic, where Nadal and Djokovic had only 1 year in between them, because we all know that Djokovic is 1 year younger than Nadal. So that's what makes this rivalry so fun and so exciting, that they are nobody's older than the other for too much. Like I said, only 2 years in between them. So, and these two are the future of tennis. These two are the superstars of tennis. These two are the players that will win majority of the Grand Slams in the years to come. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, they will not win all the majors, of course not, but they will win majority of them. That's what I feel. And they came through the quarterfinal matches in ease. They were never in trouble. Both of them won in straight sets. Both of them actually won in similar way. Both of them dropped their serve only once. Both of them played 1 tiebreak each in the match. Sinner played a tiebreak against Dimitrov in the 3rd set, which he won, of course. And Carlos Alcaraz played a tiebreak against Tsitsipas in the 2nd set, which he also won, of course. Let's talk about Sinner match against Dimitrov first. No trouble for Sinner. Dimitrov, he believed in his chances before the match. When they asked him after he defeated Hurkacz, what do you think about Sinner match? Yeah, he's a great competitor, but so am I, so let's play. Yeah, Grigor, you played. You got your ass kicked, that's for sure. So Sinner won that match in straight sets and was never in trouble. The only time Sinner got his serve broken was when he was trying to serve for the match in the 10th game of the third set in that 5-4 game. But he got a little tight, he got a little nervous, and he got his serve broken for the first time. Other than that, but then in the tiebreak, it was no looking back there. Sinner just decided that no, Grigor, you will not get one set from me today. And he didn't. And so Grigor lost that third set tiebreak. And Sinner won that third set tiebreak in a convincingly way. Sinner, he played a really good match. He did 8 aces, 0 double faults, lands 60% first serve sin. He won 81% on his first serve, which is great. How really high percentage of winning points on his first serve, 81%. Won 64% on his second serve. Broke Dimitrov's serve 4 times out of 10 break point opportunities that he had. He did 29 winners and 20 unforced errors. So he does 9 more winners than unforced errors. All in all, Sinner won 110 points in the entire match. Dimitrov, he did 5 aces, 5 double faults. He was even Steven in that department. He landed 63% first serve sin. He won 67% on his first serve. But so he was being dominated in winning points by his first serve. Really, he couldn't find his serve plus game behind his first serve. He was not successful there. At least not even close as successful as Sinner was, because Sinner has much more firepower than Dimitrov. Sinner has much better depth than Dimitrov. Sinner has much more. He has better ground strokes than Dimitrov. So Dimitrov won only 67% on his first serve, and won 44% on his second serve. So he was being dominated in both winning points by his first serve and second serve from Jannik Sinner. And Dimitrov broke Sinner's serve only once, which was in that third set, like I talked about. And he had 2 breakpoint opportunities, Dimitrov, and broke one time out of 2 breakpoint opportunities, out of 2 breakpoint opportunities that he had the entire match, and won all in all in the match 85 points totally. Sinner won 25 more points than Dimitrov the entire match. So this match was a cruise control victory for Jannik Sinner. Jannik was never in trouble in losing this match whatsoever, baby. And all in all, Grigor, who did 33 winners and 49 unforced errors. So Grigor did 16 more unforced errors than winners. So Grigor really was never close. He really was never a threat to Sinner here, whatsoever. Alright, then we have the Alcaraz match with Tsitsipas. This was a similar fashion way of victory for Alcaraz, exactly like it was for Sinner against Dimitrov. He was also in cruise control the entire match. He was never in trouble in losing this match. The only time Alcaraz got his serve broken was in that second set, when it was a breakup in the second set. But Tsitsipas came back and leveled that second set and made it little close, that second set. And took that second set to tiebreak, but well there, Alcaraz completely dominated Tsitsipas and won that second set tiebreak pretty easy. So that was the only close set between these two. This match reminded me of the match from last year at French Open, the exactly same stage, a quarterfinal match they faced at the French Open last year, 2023. The only difference was here that Tsitsipas won a little more games than what the case was 12 months ago at French Open 2023. That was the only difference. Besides that, everything was similar. They also played a tiebreak in last year's quarterfinal match. That tiebreak was played in the third set. This time around, 12 months later, the tiebreak was played in the second set. So it was pretty much the same kind of a fashion way that Alcaraz won this match. Straight set victory, one tiebreak set they played last year, and they played that this year as well. The only difference was that Tsitsipas won little more games this time around than he did last year. But all other things was similar. This is a horrible matchup for Tsitsipas. Alcaraz was playing exactly like I predicted. He was attacking Tsitsipas backhand side with depth and with height, and Tsitsipas was doing a ton of errors from that side. At least he was not creating offense from that side. He was not creating depth on that side. He was not taking time away from Alcaraz from that side. So Alcaraz was doing a lot of success in playing heavy blows towards Tsitsipas' weaker side, which is the backhand with depth and with height. And then Alcaraz was mixing up the game with some drop shots here and there, and with some net attacks as well. And Alcaraz also was serving really, really good the entire match, which I will come to the stats soon. So, poor Tsitsipas. This matchup is horrible. Tsitsipas is a good player. He's a top 10 player. He's a two-time Grand Slam finalist, but he's not top tier. He really is not top tier. All right? He's a good player, but he's not a player of Alcaraz caliber and of Sinner caliber. Alcaraz and Sinner, they are already Grand Slam champions. Tsitsipas according to me, he will never be a Grand Slam champion. For Tsitsipas to win a Grand Slam title, he needs to have a lot of luck. As long as he's facing Alcaraz, he will never win a Grand Slam title. The head-to-head is now 6-love to Alcaraz. He's dominating this head-to-head. So, and Tsitsipas is not even close in defeating Alcaraz. Tsitsipas was playing Alcaraz more closer in the beginning of the meetings than the case is being the last couple of meetings. Tsitsipas is losing straight sets, baby. He lost in straight sets 12 months ago at French Open 2023, and he lost in straight sets in French Open 2024 as well. So it is not like Tsitsipas is coming closer to defeat Alcaraz. He is still very, very far away. So as long as Tsitsipas is facing Alcaraz in Grand Slam matches, he will never win a Grand Slam title. And even if someone else takes out Alcaraz and does the job to Tsitsipas still needs to defeat 7 other opponents, which is easier said than done. So I predict that Tsitsipas will never win a Grand Slam title. Maybe he will prove me wrong. Let's see. But I don't think that Tsitsipas will never win a Grand Slam title. That is my feeling. So Alcaraz, he did a tremendous good job, tremendous good match. According to me, he did 3 aces, 1 double fault, lands 73% first of sin, which is a really, really great stuff from Alcaraz. He was landing a lot of first of sin. He won 74% on his first serve. He won 74% on his second serve. So he was winning as many points both behind second serve and first serve. He broke Tsitsipas' serve 4 times out of 6 break point opportunities that he had the entire match. He did 27 winners and 21 unforced errors. So he does 6 more winners than unforced errors. Calls Alcaraz the entire match. And won all in all in the match 101 points. So Alcaraz attacked the net 22 times. He was not attacking the net that crazy much, calls Alcaraz. He didn't need to do, because he was outpowering Tsitsipas from the baseline, so he didn't need to attack the net so much. So he attacked the net only 22 times and won 14 of those net attacks, not net approaches, Alcaraz. So there you have Alcaraz stats. How was Tsitsipas stats? He did 2 aces, 4 double faults, lands 61% first serve sin. He won 65% on his first serve. So he was being dominated in that department because Alcaraz was winning 74% on his first serve. But the difference was even more behind winning points by the second serve. Tsitsipas was winning 53% of the points by the second serve. Alcaraz was winning 74% of the points by the second serve. So Alcaraz was crushing Tsitsipas in winning points by the second serve. Tsitsipas broke Alcaraz's serve only once, which I told earlier in the video, which was in that second set. So Tsitsipas broke 1 time out of 2 breakpoint opportunities, opportunities that he had the entire match. And Tsitsipas did 26 winners and 33 unforced errors the entire match. So Tsitsipas does 7 more adversaries than winners the entire match. And all in all, Tsitsipas won 81 points the entire match. Alcaraz won 101 points in the entire match. So Alcaraz won 20 more points than Tsitsipas the entire match, which is a huge difference in tennis. To win 20 more points your opponent. That also shows to us that this matchup for Tsitsipas is a nightmare. The only success that I saw Tsitsipas have in this match, to be quite honest, was in the net approaches. There I must give it to him. He tried to attack the net because he knew that from the baseline he didn't stand a chance in this match against Alcaraz, because Alcaraz was killing his backhand and Alcaraz was outpowering him from the baseline. So he attacked the net 46 times. So that is great stuff. And he was really successful at the net. He won 34 out of 46 net approaches. So that is 74% successful at the net. So that was the only stat I could see on the match where Tsitsipas was really successful against Alcaraz. And he attacked the net so much. So that was great strategy from Alcaraz, from Tsitsipas. I'm sorry, from Tsitsipas. So I don't say the names wrong. So from that strategy, that game plan from Tsitsipas was really good, to attack the net 46 times and win 34 of those net approaches. So which makes it to 74% success of the net. That was the only thing that was working for Tsitsipas, and that was the only thing that he maybe did better than Alcaraz in the match, where he was more successful at the net than Alcaraz. Alcaraz was 64% successful at the net, with 14 out of 22 times that Alcaraz was attacking the net. So which makes it to 64% successful for Alcaraz at the net. Tsitsipas was even more successful at the net, with 74% successful at the net. So that was the only thing I could see Tsitsipas doing better than Alcaraz. Besides that, in all other departments of the game, Alcaraz was dominating Tsitsipas big times. This is a nightmare matchup for Tsitsipas. Tsitsipas will never win a Grand Slam title, according to me. If he does, he will do that with a big luck. He really will do that big luck. He needs to have a big luck on the draw. Somebody needs to take out Alcaraz for him. And even if that happens, it still is not any sure thing Tsitsipas wins the Grand Slam title, because he needs to defeat other great players that he has in front of him. Players like Medvedev, players like Sinner. Even though he has easier time defeating them, because he has defeated them before, both Sinner and Medvedev. But his biggest obstacle is this guy, is Alcaraz. He's not having easy time with Alcaraz. Now the head-to-head is 6-love to Alcaraz, and I think this head-to-head will get even bigger and bigger. So I will not be surprised if Tsitsipas never defeats Alcaraz. I will not be surprised. And if he does, he will not do that. He will not defeat him many times, maybe 1 or 2 times in the entire career. But I would not be surprised if Tsitsipas never defeats Alcaraz in his entire career. So there you have it, my tennis fans all on the road. Those 2 matches that was played earlier today in the quarterfinals. Straight sets victory both for Alcaraz and Sinner, like we more or less expected. I thought that Sinner and Dimitrov will at least take 1 set each, but they didn't do that either. Alcaraz and Sinner are sending the message. They are sending the message to the entire tennis world. They are saying that we had the big 3 in Federer, Nadal and Djokovic. Now it is the big 2, and those big 2 are Alcaraz and Sinner. We are here to win the Grand Slam titles. We are here to fight for the biggest tennis trophies. We are here to take over the tennis ranking in the world. And Sinner is doing that in becoming the new world number 1 on Monday. Alcaraz has already been the world number 1 in the past. But these 2 are here. The only thing I can see them not winning the majority of majors the upcoming years if they get injured, because they are not always healthy, especially not Alcaraz, who has had a lot of injuries in his career so far. And even Sinner has had some injuries here and there in his career so far. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, see you next time. Peace.